Alright. It is time for the Florencio files, and down here in the bottom right, we're representing the player's clan. Don't hate the player, hate the game. He is Florencio. Legendary maker of cannons, injector of the recall, taker of the corner base, masser of the oracles, king of the alphas. It's the sewer mermaid himself, Florencio.
Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh.
It's not just me that's excited to see Florencio. Draxos, thanks for the 11-month resub. Much love, my friend. Almost at a year. Congratulations. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate the ongoing support. Up here in the top left-hand side, the Protoss player in the blue representing Root Gaming. It is PvP. PvP, of course, really cool streamer. Super chill, guys. You guys can find him over at Root PvP. And Florencio coming in, and he's going for the fake cannon rush. You play against a guy, you see Florencio, you're going to be so paranoid. But actually, PvP only following with a single probe. It's actually not overestimating this. And that's because he's gone in and he's seen it's a gateway, not a forge. Steals. Oh, he's going to steal both gases. Oh, PvP just stole both of Florencio's gases. Florencio responds with a nexus. He says, I don't care if you steal my gas if I'm just going to build a nexus in your base. Okay, PvP, you've really got to cancel these gases right now. You need every bit of minerals you can. PvP, don't let them finish. Oh, no. Oh, no. Make zealots. You need fighting things now. They both finished. Florencio's already starting zealots. He's got his own cybercore. Remember, this is not the 2-gate version, guys. This isn't the version where Florencio builds 6 gateways. He's dropped a pylon there. Florencio is going to try and build a ton of shield batteries and use that to overwhelm. We see PvP realizing he's up against the wall. He's starting his own zealot. He's chrono boosting it. He's still only on 1 gate, though. PvP, there's a nexus in your base. Get another gateway now. He's going to wall himself off. That's not a bad idea. He's building a ton of pylons, but I am worried, dude. If that probe gets over there and builds a bunch of shield batteries, PvP's in trouble. You gotta stop him. The zealot's having a smoke. He's just, oh, fucking idiot. Oh, the shield batteries are going down. Oh. Okay, he does build another pylon, but that probe is almost dead. Oh, that probe is so close to dying. The zealot's still just chilling. He's having a smoke. How big is the blunt that he's smoking? It's okay. The probe does his job for him, manages to kill that, but he's got to take down these shield batteries before the recall happens. There's 3 zealots at home, and he injects the recall right into his veins. 3 zealots in the main there, and oh no, he's not going to depower it. The shield batteries are going to finish up. Another pylon goes down in the back to reinforce. And these zealots having a party. PvP's building shield batteries over here, but that doesn't defend your mineral line. That's the wrong spot to build your defense. Oh no. 3 zealots plus shield batteries in the mineral line. PvP is at a loss. And of course, behind this, a forge goes down. The dank fucking psychopath sewer mermaid himself. He's still attacking the nexus. You gotta turn around and fight the units, surely. He's just gonna click on the nexus. But this shield battery's in range. Florencio once again applying his science. Does he actually have enough shield battery energy to keep these zealots alive? No, they all go down. The nexus is completely fine. A terrible decision from Florencio. But maybe not. Maybe there's a... Remember, guys, when I say terrible, my first instincts, that usually just means Florencio wants to give his opponent a little bit of hope, because that back there is not a shield battery. I don't know if you guys noticed this. That's not a shield battery. That is a photon cannon with 5 shield batteries around it. There is no fucking way that cannon's going down. Disgusting. Florencio gets a cannon up in the back after throwing his zealots away. He could have killed the entire probe line with those zealots. But as always, he likes to give his opponent the illusion of chance, the illusion of hope, so that he can destroy their ego entirely. The cannon is up. And how long till recall? Recall's ready. Is there anything else ready to come in? No, he doesn't have any more zealots. It's just the cannon. The probes do turn around. Oh my god, his 1 probe just tanked like 27 probe hits. Drained a ton of shield battery energy. But it's pretty rare you see 12 probes run away from a single probe in a fight. That was kind of interesting. The Zealot, the Adept come forward. Another cannon does go down. Now, there's nothing else left in this base, but there is another probe there. Remember, PvP is walled into his base. His probes are going to go in. He wants to stop that cannon, but his probe count is wrecked down to just 10 probes. And where did this... Oh, we built a probe out of this nexus. Runs in, builds a cannon. He's doing it again. Florencio, you disgusting douchebag. Oh, I love it. I love it. The cannon in the back doing well. PvP here is like, oh man, this is, I guess we have to pull the probes in here. One adept goes down, there's another adept. The zealot can't get any surface area. It's hitting the pylon. PvP realizes he's knee deep in shit and he says, that was gross. Let's fucking tap out of that one before this gets any more nasty. Yeah. Whew. Sultan of the Sewers, Khan of Commodities, Tyrant of Toilets. Nice. Nice. I think we're going to hop straight into another game immediately, guys. That was a rather short one. We've got more and more of these lovely replays here. Just take us about 30 seconds to load that one up. Apparently, people are saying this isn't appropriate for Twitch TV. I might get banned, and I should probably put it on Pornhub. Sorry, guys. I'll make sure I do that in the next one. Okay, let's go for a PVT. Now, the name of this replay is called Cheese's Cheese. I don't know what that means. It just said PVT Cheese's Cheese. That's what Florencio called this next amazing replay. Let's see what sick shit happens. I have a feeling it's going to be fantastic. Here we go. Right on into game here. And let's go. Alright, alright, alright. Spawning up here in the top right-hand side. Representing Clan Sue. One of Florencio's 27 Smurf accounts. It is Flosquito. Not Florencio. Not Sewer Mermaid. Not a barcode. But Clan Sue Flosquito. Flosquito. Down here in the bottom left, in the blue. His unsuspecting victim. It is Quaz. All Florencio files find themselves to YouTube eventually, Buck Crazy. All of them will go there. We're probably going to upload these as a pair. Since that last one was so short, throw them up together. And do it. Barracks gas. No wall off. Now that's pretty good against Cannon Rush, because then they can't cannon you down there. I think Quaz might know what he's up against. He's even sending out a drilly boy to scout. Quaz dotting his I's, crossing his T's, but where did that this little cheeky fucker dodged the SCV, came around without being spotted. Little does Florencio know though, he's about to cannon. He thinks the barracks is here. He doesn't know it's back there. He's gonna build cannons, they're gonna have nothing to shoot. Okay, he comes in, he's like, what? What the, where's your shit? Where's your shit, man? God damn it. So he realizes his first pylon's not going to be the most useful. It's a staging point, but another drilly boy goes out. Quaz knows who he's playing against, and he is like, okay, all right, buddy. Drilly boy goes down. Oh, drill in hand, firm, rotating drill, and oh, he finds the butt of that probe. Oh my, he finds it again. Oof, oof. That drilly boy is getting very excited, very close to climax. I mean, to killing that probe. Definitely not aroused by that. No. A Reaper is coming out and a bunker. He should be able to defend this for sure. Oh, drilly boys, get out of there. The cannon does get a nice shot off. Reaper's coming out. Uh-oh. That's 3 cannons, though. They can... Oh, my God. 4 cannons. 5 cannons. Oh, I don't think the Reaper's going to stop this, Quaz. I think you're going to need to pull some drilly boys if you want any hope. Cancels the one that's on low hit points. Rebuilds it immediately. And that means 4 cannons are going to finish. I don't care how many drilly boys you have repairing. That's not going to work. Oh, that was that horny drilly boy. He kept chasing that probe. And that probe lured him to his death. So there's a Marine and a Reaper up against a mass cannon. We've got 2 engineering bays on the... What? And Quaz is building it. Quaz is going to counter Planetary Fortress, the natural of Florencio. Florencio, oh, tosses the controller to Neeb. Neeb instantly using that joystick. He cues it up. Bam, bam, bam. Focus fire, focus fire, focus fire. And he does take down all of the repairing SCVs. 1 cannon falls, but meanwhile, Quaz's economy goes on a one-way trip to Dicktown. Now, thankfully, Quaz does have an eBay, so we can build a planetary here. I don't know why he would need a planetary, but let's see where this goes. I also don't know why he has 2 engineering bays rather than just 1. I feel like Quaz may be a little bit excited, maybe choking. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to try and float his base out. But I believe this little fucker here is what we call the doorman. And his job is to wall off that ramp. The drilly boys are going. The doorman's not in position. Run, drilly boys. Get down that ramp. You got to get out of there. You got to go, 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 go. Okay, the doorman, asleep at the helm, lets the drilly boys leave the base. And they are going to get out to mine another day. Meanwhile, planetary fortress on the other side of the map. The slowest erection you'll ever see right here. You can see it slowly easing its little head out of that turtleneck. Coming out of the turtle show, slowly getting that big. Is that an Ibex cannon? What the fuck is the thing called? It's like an Ibex cannon or some shit like that. I don't know. It's got some weird ass name. Anyway, watching your granddad use Viagra, not that cool. Neither is it watching that planetary fortress. It's basically the same thing. It's something that's unnatural, probably shouldn't be happening, and it definitely makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, there we go. Finally, a solid minute later, erection complete. 2 big cannons on top of that planetary fortress ready. And you know what? You can mine a base. Now, there is one problem with this base, and that is a stalker standing there can kill your friggin' SCVs. I feel like it's a bit of a dangerous position. Luckily for Quaz, Quaz also has an orbital down here as well. A couple of Marines there. These probes just kind of running around. Florencio's like, okay, all right, buddy, you've expanded. Well, any excuse to build some Stargates. One already down, Flasquito with that Stargate on the way. And there's something great about making other people uncomfortable. Sorry guys, I'm a bit of a sicko, I know. Just watching the reactions in Twitch chat, it tickles me. It tickles me. Nothing helps a bad mood like spreading it around. Nothing helps an uncomfortable thought like spreading it to someone else so you don't have to think about it anymore. Enjoy that one. Every time you see a planetary, get that mental image. It's wedged in your brain now. Welcome. You're welcome. You can thank me later. Stalker behind the mineral line. Quaz, I think, starting to realize this planetary fortress is a, it's a bit of a half-baked idea. It's not well cooked. It's got a bit of a gooey center. It looks really nice on the outside, and then you bite into it and you're like, this isn't cooked, mate. I can taste raw eggs and flour and shit. What the hell? You gotta bake your cake properly. You gotta plan it out, follow a recipe. The planetary fortress in your opponent's natural to be completely hard countered by a single stalker, not the best decision, I don't think. A single Chad on the way, and of course, 1 Stargate, 1 base fleet beacon, the good way to do it. But remember, Florencio is not a pleb. He's been learning how to macro. It's 2 base, 1 Stargate, fleet beacon, Tempest. The big brain way to do it. The planetary fortress, unfortunately realizing it can't tilt those guns upwards, and instead is going to be very slowly murdered by a stream of Chad piss. It's a sad way to go. The thick stream is done. The Chad's like, woof, dude, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. He's just drinking bottle after bottle of water, trying to get it through his system. He wants to piss on this planetary fortress until it dies. The planetary is like, God damn it, all that Viagra for nothing. I didn't even get to shoot me guns once. Look at them. They're looking around. They're like, where's a target? What can I shoot? The stalker's like, I'm out of range. He's like, point him up. Why can't I shoot the void ray? And now he's on fire, and it will burn down. The Chad ray working some magic there. This planet. It's so sad. It's so sad, man. I feel kind of bad for it. Falls to pieces. The Chad ray says, get fucked. And Flasquito now has an expansion up there. 2 base versus 1 base. However, in Quaz's defense, Quaz has actually got a 3 barracks economy pumping, +1 weapons on the way, and stim pack. And if there's one thing that can totally wreck Tempests, it's a shitload of Marines with stim. So Quaz is actually in an okay position. Rebuilding an expansion, definitely got the better composition. 1 Chad and a Tempest. This is a Florencio Science School comp. It confuses your opponent so hard that your 17-minute follow-up of adding Colossi surprises them and wins, even though they have a gigantic window to kill you before then. I guarantee you guys. Yeah, there we go. Robotics Bay. I've seen Florencio play PvT before. The science is, you make air units that are slow and kind of shit, they make a lot of Marines, and then you make laser boys and you burn the Marines. It's just science. You'll probably add some Psystorm on later as well, get a bit of bad weather on the Terran's face. It's a good way to play. Meanwhile, the Terran starting to get that starport. The Marine count's looking quite fearsome. Combat shields as well. Wow. Wow. Body armor for regular soldiers and combat shields? Quaz apparently cares about the health and safety of his units. Doesn't just throw them into battle. No F's given like some players. Even gonna add a turret in case DTs come in. Absolutely legendary. Starts to take this base. More Tempests on the way, because Tempests are hard counter to Marines, of course. And this single Stalker's like, hey guys, I'm gonna shoot some lasers at ya. Now I'm gonna run away. And what do we got? We got a Colossus. Oh my god! And he's extending his thermal lance. He says, mate, I saw you get the slowest erection of your entire life. Guess what? I'm going to extend my thermal lance too. But whilst yours ended up being unable to actually be used for anything, I guarantee you, my long extended thermal lance is going to find a home in the body of your Marines. I'm going to hit the center of those packs of Marines. They're just waiting. That's a juicy target for my extended thermal lance. Right in here. Right in here. There as well. There as well. So he's going to extend his thermal lance. He's just going to fucking chill. I really thought Florencio would go across the map and try to use his Tempest, which would probably get him killed. However, if he gets over like here or here, he could siege this shit out of Quaz, and Quaz wouldn't be able to do anything about it. He wouldn't be able to reach there because he's got no flying units that shoot. Starting a couple Vikings now. He's coming for a big Marine push. There is one Colossus out, and there's a cannon on top of that ramp as well. That's going to help a lot. But, I mean, if Florencio goes into the open, he's screwed. It's going to take him a long time. Oh, okay. Terran stims for that. Oh, my God. Thermal Lance in the face of those Marines. God damn. Okay, yeah, I think I got to take that advice about Pornhub. Oh, God. Oh, man, the Marines running forward, but it's terrible. Okay, they do take down the Nexus and decide to run. They are going to inject a few drugs and run the hell out of there. Not a bad choice from Quaz. He gets a Nexus, and you know what? He drops the scan. He says, I better check that you haven't taken my natural. Quaz, do you realize who you're playing against? You scouted really early. I feel like you knew who you were playing against, but you haven't checked here or here. So he thinks he's 2 base versus 1, but in fact it's 2 base versus 2. The third instantly being rebuilt, and of course Psionic Storm going to be added to this beautiful composition. Now let's do a control group check. Only one Nexus on a control group. That's what I like to see. Florencio living up to his name. He's making sure he does not use control groups on his army. Well done, Florencio. Well done. So still doesn't have Warp Gate either, by the way. He's just started it, but he's already going to start making High Templar off gateways. Something we pretty much only get to see in Florencio games. And oh my god, is he actually macroing well? He's getting 6 gateways? Wow. He set a rally point as well? I didn't even know Florencio knew how to set rally points. Holy shit. He's learning. He's learning good. Quaz's army. Adding more Marauders, more Vikings. It's okay. But I feel like he's got to spread out a lot, or the Colossi are going to take him to Dicktown again. He's going to push the natural. He still has no idea about the other expansion. I don't know if siege tanks are going to work too well versus this. How many Tempests? 4 Tempests, 7 Vikings, and actually only 6 here. Quaz, I don't know, man. Oh, the Tempests are like, oh yeah, give us some of that. They're just going to sit on the high ground. Ooh, Florencio playing very carefully right now. I like it. He's got a single Probius on the left-hand side. Behind this, 3rd CC on the way. More Marines, more Vikings. Medivacs as well now, actually. And there we go. Quaz going to take out the Assimilator. He's going to take out the expansion. Florencio, very quick to react. Waits until the base is dead before he gets the first shot off. Even though he has units that are 1,000 times longer range, you can see here, walking into siege tank range because he's got everything on one selection. But it doesn't matter. He's got a way better army. His Chads do go down, but by that point, the bad weather's landed on everything. The Vikings going to try and focus down this Colossi. Looks like they, combined with the tank shot, will take it out. The High Templar going to move in. Ooh, Neeb takes controller, pulling back the High Templar, and then microing just the Colossi and Tempest forward. Fantastic ending to the engagement there for Nebencio, as he does take control. But looks like he's giving it back to Florencio. Still has that corner base. He's going to rebuild this base again. Is this the same thing? Are we just going to watch him retake this base, Terran push into it, kill it, run away over and over again? I feel like we're watching the same thing over and over. The problem is Florencio's army is getting better, and the Terran army looks kind of pleb. Quaz is like, it's fine. I can use weaker units. I'll wear you down over time. You're still on 1 base. You must be pretty much out of mining. And, I mean, he is almost out of mining here. Unfortunately, Quaz still has no fucking idea about the corner base. And Florencio is going to drop down a 4th nexus as well. Holy shit, gang, that's warp gate. He just warped in Stalkers. Was that rapid fire as well? They were all warped in like within a half a second. My god. My god. What is this? Ghost Academy's there. 3 more barracks. Looks like he's going to go for Ghosts. He's got a ton of medevacs, but he doesn't really have anything to counter the units just yet. I mean, he needs to flank for this, but we're going to see the classic Terran headbutt. Remember, guys, the best thing to do against splash damage is to ball up, stim, and then move command into your opponent's splash damage. You can see Quaz scans the army. He realizes, okay, that's a dilemma. There's a lot of splash damage. What I've got to do to take that out is clump my stuff up and maybe move into it a little bit. Maybe we can let the Tempest pick us off 1 or 2 Vikings at a time. Storms ravage the entire mineral line. Quaz is like, fuck this. It's base raid time, bitch. He realizes he can't fight this army head on. He's going to run across the map. He's already injected a couple of stim packs though, so his units are weakened. Flasquito starting to push in. Only now does he see all this bio coming in. Will he recall? Instant recall. Holy shit, and a rapid fire warp in. What is going on? Neeb absolutely taking the controls in this game, using warp gate. Holy shit, using rapid fire warp-ins. Yeah, Neeb really showing his influence. Stormy Boy's Colossi Tempest managed to push him back. Quaz lost so many units in that fight. He did keep the command center alive, but he lost so many SCVs. Oh no, he's trying to pick up. Mass. Run, Quaz, get the fuck out of there. Run. No. No. He's trying to split off this drop, but he can't figure out his control groups. Get the fuck out of there. Run. Run. Oh, Quaz. Quaz is in huge troubles right now, guys. More Marines and Marauders building up, which, to be real, if you flank this army, you might be able to take it out, even though there's an insane amount of storm. You've got to kind of come in from all sides at once. But Florencio... Oh, not like that! No! Terran players, stop it! Stop! Okay, lands a good EMP, but eats another size storm. Okay, I don't know if there's... I think there's one more storm. Once again, headbutting in a ball into the splash damage after eating multiple storms, dropping multiple stim packs. And even then, despite the terrible engagement, the lack of meat, no zealots, no adepts, no light units in front to absorb the marauder shots, Florencio's entire army gets wrecked. Just 3 Tempests remain. Oh my god, Quaz. Holy shit, dude. Please. Please spread your units out in the next few fights. What does Florencio even have? He's got nothing, man. He's got like a mothership. Oh, you know what? Quaz has so little protection. He doesn't have a lot of things. The Tempests are sieging down his depots. This is the spot I was talking about before. There's nothing that can reach there. But Florencio's got the bottom right still. He's just going to abandon his main, isn't he? All of his production's there, though. Quaz is going to dive in with the Marauders and... yeah. I mean, that Tempest should be able to escape, but it's going to sit on top of the Marines. How many Marines are here? Oh, there was only 2. All right, that Tempest's very slowly going to kill this entire army. Meanwhile, these Tempests knocking the mining out. He's moved to a new base, has Quaz, but Quaz desperately needs more mining. Even though he's taking out these bases, he still has no idea about the expansions. And look at this Tempest. It's picking off the medevacs one at a time. It's up to 3. 2 medevacs and a Marine have been killed by it. It's now been F2'd to join the rest of the army. Random Stalkers in the open here. The mothership's going to have to cloak them. The Marines are like, where'd they go? The Stalkers are like, we're right here, dickheads. And they run back out of the invisibility, but then back into the invisibility just in time. Quaz is going to need to scan if he wants to take that down, but he needs more Marines desperately. The Stalkers not giving him the time to consolidate. The Tempests come from the other side. Tempests versus Marines. The Marines are stuck behind each other. One Tempest goes down, the Marines are derping. Viking comes out, it's fighting. Over there on the right-hand side, the SCV is getting ravaged. That Tempest does end up falling. The Marauders still clearing the main base at the same time. He's managed to get a few High Templar up before his gateway went down. Time Warp and Storm. I mean, the Time Warp doesn't even get time to activate. A single Marine gets slowed by it. Of course, that slows movement and attack speed by 50% for about 10 seconds, but it takes a few seconds to activate. So, nice ability we do not get to see very often. Marauders up here taking out the Nexus as well. A single Tempest, 2 Tempests, sorry, a few Stalkers, a few High Templar, and a Mothership doing what they can. Quaz thinks maybe, just maybe, he can win this base trade, but I think it might be dawning on him that there's more bases. He's like, oh, there's nothing there. I don't think, no, there's nothing here. He's trying to figure it out. He's like, let's go. There might be maybe one more Nexus hidden somewhere. And then he comes down here and he goes, shit, that's a lot of stuff. His own production is getting wrecked. Recall! Watch out for the bad weather! That's a recall! Watch out! Ah, the medevacs go down. The Marauders are going to inject some stims and get the hell out of there, but not before every single medevac is gone. Those Marauders have taken a bruising and a beating. They are heavily wounded. There's very little money for Quaz, who has only one command center, I believe. A few Marines, a few Marauders, a few Vikings. No medevacs to heal up. Oh, it's brutal. Alright, Stalker's here, taking out the Marauders on this side of the map. Marauders, Marines, trying to pull back. The tank gets a nice shot off. I think this is it. All or nothing. Ball the units. It's time for your bath. Florencio says, bath time! Come and get your bath! Oh, Quaz, the Terran player, obliges him in true Terran fashion. F2 A move, clumped up in a big ball, ready to get his face scrubbed off. For those of you who don't know, if Florencio ever offers you a bath, I don't care how dirty you are, do not accept. When Florencio gives you a bath, it's the equivalent of you're like, cool, I'm gonna need a sponge bath. I mean, first of all, I think the first warning is it's a guy in the sewer swimming around with a mermaid tail covered in feces who's offering you a bath. That's the first sign you probably shouldn't say yes. The next sign is when he pulls steel wool out, covered in shit, and starts scrubbing your face with it. And you're like, ow, that kind of hurts. And that's when you say, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't want a bath. Not from you. You're a fucking sewer mermaid. Piss off, mate. Speaking of pissing off, Florencio won the game. He's not even killing buildings this time. He's just chilling. He still hasn't left the replay. Let's go to his camera, shall we? He's just looking at his army. Okay. He's just Myron. And he's like, yeah, you guys did good. He's probably naming all of his units. He's like, your name is Big Mama. Your name is Tempesticus. Your name is Chad the Ray. Your name is Ray the Chad. Your name is Random Creepy Stalker. I'm going to drop a time warp here. Good job, Big Mama. Random High Templar. Your name can be Stormy Boy 1. Your name can be Washy Scrubby Boy. I honestly don't know what he's just hanging out. This is Florencio, guys. He doesn't leave games when he's won. He just hangs out. I think there must be some science here. Maybe when I finally graduate from science school, he will actually teach me to understand the meaning of hanging out in the game. He's going to drop some storms. I think he's practicing his micro. Look at that. Nice micro there from Flasquito. He's just going to hang out, have a bit of fun. He's admiring it. He's liking it. Yeah, he's going to run his mothership over here. He's going to float around. It's like, I don't know. It's like watching a little kid who just plays really weird, and like the other kids are just, you know, hitting each other with sticks and eating dirt. And there's that one kid who just builds like this sick fucking castle or something. But then he does some weird shit with it, and you're watching him and you're studying him. You're like, what's he doing now? And he's like organizing piles of dirt in the corner and then tasting them or something. And you're like, what are you doing, you little kid? I don't know. Florencio's a legend. He's mystical. He lives on a different plane of existence to all of us. And those were a pair of amazing replays. Thank you, Florencio, for that disgusting set of games. Beautiful. GG, well played. That was a long one as well. That one went on. GG's. GG's.